Welcome to Soul Tales Daily, where simple stories echo deep emotions, joy, sorrow, greed, and glimpses of humanity. Stay a while, maybe you'll find yourself in one of them. Right finger hit subscribe and make every day a story to remember. Dizzy. Believe that the most perfect smiles hide the darkest secrets? The De Clercq family of Brussels, Belgium, is a cathedral of lies. They are a symbol of charity in the public eye, but hidden deep within their opulent Gothic mansion, a horrifying truth is just beginning to emerge. Let's lift the veil of sanctity before it consumes another soul. The warm yellow light, a false and splendid light, shone on the luxurious red velvet carpet of the De Clercq mansion, where lavish charity parties were held like religious rituals. The scent of noble lilies and old money mingled in the air, creating an intoxication of absolute perfection. The De Clercq family, Monsieur Laurent with his sleek, graying hair, his elegant wife Isabelle like a proud queen, and his handsome son Damien, are living monuments to philanthropy and wealth. But on that fateful Friday night, as the Belgian darkness fell and everything fell into an eerie silence, the old porter caught a glimpse of a less than perfect scene. A heavy black suitcase, silently dragged away by the young heir, Damien. Beneath his glamorous appearance, his eyes gleamed with deadly coldness. This perfection, it was a trap set. Sarah, a young Belgian with the sharp eyes of a diligent intern, works at the De Clercq Foundation. Her heart is full of enthusiasm, but her mind tells her something is wrong. As she flips through the boring books in the ancient office, she discovers a horrifying anomaly. A huge, completely unreasonable sum of money, diverted to a shady fund in Luxembourg. She stared at the cold number pad on the large wooden computer screen, the blue light illuminating her face in doubt. 5 million euros for the Penguin Recovery Fund. In Belgium? It can't be true. Her instincts told her she was touching an iceberg, where kindness was only a thin shell. She looked up at Damien. The handsome heir was leisurely examining an expensive gold watch in the evening light filtering through the mansion windows. He curled his lips and spoke with contempt, his words like a knife covered in honey. "You worry too much, little girl. It's just a tax adjustment. We're dealing with big things, not elementary school math." He tried to push her away with his superior arrogance. But the coldness in his eyes sowed fear and determination in Sarah's heart. Sarah knew that explanation was a lie. In the dead of night, she sneaked into Laurent's private office dressed in black, carrying only her phone as a flashlight. The room smelled of leather and the authority of a ruler, but her target was the secret safe hidden behind a magnificent family portrait. It was the door to the true face of the De Clercq family. With ingenuity and recklessness, she succeeded in opening the safe and found the terrible coded documents. She frantically photographed each page, but a noise upstairs almost stopped her heart. She slammed the safe shut, but the lock did not latch. She panicked and ran outside, and then, she froze. Laurent stood there, majestic in his silk bathrobe, as cold as marble. The villain had revealed himself. Laurent's voice, deep and cold to the bone, echoed in the dark hallway. "Ready to play a new game, Sarah?" A game called, Keeping Secrets. Sarah gasped, trying to stammer out a defense. "Mr. Laurent. Her trembling was an admission, and fuel for the cruelty that was about to erupt. What was more horrifying was the appearance of Mrs. Isabelle, the saintly mother, elegant as an ice queen. She knew everything, her cold and arrogant eyes swept over Sarah. "You know, Sarah? In this world, kindness is something we use to buy silence. And my family has bought a lot of things." Her cruel complicity made the story even more horrifying. The next day, Sarah was fired. She knew there was no going back, her life was in danger. She had to send all the photos she had taken, the indisputable evidence, to an investigative journalist. But as she walked down the narrow cobblestone street, where the old Belgian houses created a mysterious and tense scene, Damien blocked her way. Damien smiled faintly, a beautiful, fake smile. "I forgot. The phone is at the fund. She must have taken it by mistake. Give it to me." Sarah clutched her handbag, facing danger as if facing a devil. "I don't have the foundation's phone with me. I have the truth." The struggle quickly attracted the attention of passers-by. Damien, terrified of being exposed, pushed her away and disappeared into the crowd, but it was too late. Sarah, in a desperate situation, turned on live streaming. The entire fight and his threats were broadcast. The saintly facade was shattered, exposing the De Clercq family's lies before millions of viewers, instantly. The next day, police sirens blared and tax investigators stormed the De Clercq mansion. Mr. Laurent was handcuffed at the press conference he was supposed to give to deny all charges, his face bowed in an expensive suit, bearing the final humiliation. The wealthy family, once the pride of Belgium, is now an indelible disgrace. Sarah, after courageously testifying, became the head of a new charity transparency organization, proving that even the deepest secrets buried under a veneer of glamour will eventually come to light. Never judge a book by its cover. Wealth and kindness can be powerful tools to hide the worst evils. The courage of an individual can expose the lies of an empire, and transparency is the foundation of all values. If you love stories that expose the truth and inspire courage, subscribe now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next mysteries revealed. Let's search for truth and justice